A new tradition was born last year when the San Francisco LGBT Center launched its inaugural free block party ahead of Pride. Well, guess what? I guess it went well because, as you can see, they had live entertainment, giveaways, art, and just a place to come together at the start of June. Now, we can call it an annual event. Joining us live to talk about that and more, the Director of Cultural Programs and creator of Building the Block Purple Pride Party, it's Timothy Hampton. You sat here 1 year ago telling us about this new event.
Yes, and it was so successful. Like 1,200 to 1,500 people showed up, and so many parts of it was like really successful, especially the clothing giveaway.
Oh,
and
right.
then remember we had Fierce Fat Flea.
Yes.
Yes, that was really successful. We even had Head Print Shop. They were doing haircuts. We brought them back. They're going to be doing bangs as well as some hair tinsel.
Oh,
yes,
hair tinsel.
Yes, and we're going to add Queer and Well, which is a program that we have at the SFLGBT Center. And we're going to have yoga, Zumba. We're even going to have Mark from Makunda Studios do some breath work.
Oh, I know Mark.
Yes, there's going to be
great.
many different levels, even an art exhibition with open house. Yes.
I like this.
Yes.
This is great. Tell everybody why you think this is so important that we have something like this to kick off Pride.
I think it's important, especially in this moment, that we come together to cultivate joy, to empower one another, to give each other empathy, to see other parts of our beautiful rainbow tribe, where we can come together and just kind of love on one another, especially in this beautiful moment. And I thought that having a house party was significant just based off of the history of queer people and how coming together in the house was very significant for us.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about that tradition, about that history that you're calling back to?
Yes. In the early days, queer people used to come together in houses because we were very safe there. We had parties, we built businesses, we shared empathy with one another, we had joy, we entertained one another, and I thought that it was significant, especially in this time, in this space. How do we come together when we feel so targeted or we feel so left behind, and there are so many different parts of our beautiful community? How do we bring them all together and bring back that tradition of safety, of love, of cultivating joy together? So that's the reason why I think it's important at this time for us to come together as a house party, bring it all inside, be more intimate, and love on one another.
How are things financially when it comes to the LGBT Center? Because we've heard from so many nonprofits, and we've had them here on the show over the past few weeks, everything from film festivals to charities that are doing, medical work or you name it.
Yeah.
And they have faced some real pressure. And to be honest, they have seen their funds kind of evaporate because of what is happening with the federal government. How is that affecting you all?
Well, that's the reason why we did pivot to a house party, because we didn't have the same amount of funds with budgets being cut in the city. We had to pivot to something differently, and they weren't going to take our joy. We were going to continue to have something where we can build resources and build community together. But yes, it has affected us, and people can give. We realize that big donors are not giving like they used to, or big corporations. So we're really targeting people who would like to give $5, $15, $20, whatever you can, so we can continue to keep services for our queer community. But yes, there has been some budget cuts and some pretty significant ones.
Tell people what your center does day to day, what the work is.
Thank you. We have a youth center. I do want to kind of give a highlight, a youth department, that serves between the ages of 16 to 24. We have community programs which does different programming, such as Queer and Well. We have a cyber center. We have a place where they can connect with resources. We also have employment department that really focuses on our trans experienced individuals and really connect them with jobs that are safe and well for them. We also have financial department where we can support people who may need some financial assistance or financial guidance in how they utilize their funds, as well as small business programs. So if you happen to have a small business idea, you can come into that space and get the guidance in order to create your small business. Yeah, and what else? We also have my department, which is cultural programs.
Yes.
And where we create art and create other great music and all those other endeavors of mediums in art and so on and so forth.
So, Timothy, I want to remind everybody that this party is happening this Saturday at the LGBT Center. That is going to start at noon, and you can find more at sfcenter.org. You can't miss the building. No. It's big and purple.
Big purple building, baby, on Market Street.
There you go. Just keep going on Market toward the Castro. When you see the purple building, you found it.